To say 2020 has been an interesting year would be an understatement. Today on Panther Sports Talk, we relive some of the accomplishments and highlights for the University of Northern Iowa in our holiday 2020 Year in Review show, including a look back at a number of student athletes and coaches who earned league MVP honors, a trio of UNI football players that left their mark on the UNI football program, and athletic director David Harris reflects on 2020.